of Handheld Lasers Amendment Bill introduction.
Those bills are set down for first reading. The House now comes to questions for oral answer, and the first question stands in the name of Grant Robertson.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Tertiary Education, Skills and Employment. How many modern apprentices were being undertaken as at December 2011, and what percentage increase or decrease is this compared with December 2008?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for Tertiary Education, 10,434 people were enrolled in the Modern Apprenticeship program in December 2011. This represents a 14% decrease from December 2008. However, enrolments in full-time tertiary education are up, and that's what you would expect in a recession when there were less jobs. In addition to that, there are 10,000 places in youth guarantee and trades academies. Young New Zealanders have more choices for pathways to skills than they have ever had.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker. Is it correct that the number of modern apprentices peaked at 12,933 in June 2009 and that it has now fallen to 10,434, a drop of 19.3% in the number of modern apprentices under this government?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, that question shows the problems that bedevilled. The way that question was asked about those numbers illustrates the problem with the system we inherited. The number of modern apprentices might have dropped, but the number getting qualifications has gone up. In fact...
Point of order, Grant Robertson.
That was a very specific question. It asked whether that statement was correct.
I didn't actually hear the Minister answer it. He got straight into how the question demonstrated. But I think if the Minister could answer it, then he can put it in context.
Mr. Speaker,
Bill English.
I agree with the numbers about how many people are enrolled, but in fact the number getting a qualification has gone up. And to illustrate the scale of the mess that we inherited, in 2008, 96,000 registered trainees did not get a single credit. 96,000 of them. Completion rates have gone up from 35% to 71%. Twice the proportion are achieving qualifications, even if there's a few less in the scheme.
That's right. Supplementary question. How is it contributing to meeting the skill and training needs of New Zealand to have 2,500 fewer young New Zealanders undertaking apprenticeships now than 3 years ago?
The Honourable
Well,
Bill
Mr.
English.
Speaker, because the skills and training needs of young New Zealanders are much broader than Labour's branding exercise with modern apprenticeships. It was 10% of all trade training. The number of people getting trades and skills qualifications has gone up, not down, despite a recession, and there are more pathways for younger people, better organised and better funded than there ever were in the past. It's been a major step forward under this government, cleaning up the shambles that Labor left behind.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker.
Robertson.
Does he think it is the government's role to provide opportunities for young New Zealanders to take on training? And if so, why is he walking away from apprenticeship schemes when youth unemployment is over 20%?
The Honourable Bill
Mr.
English.
Speaker, the member is wrong. Just let me explain the numbers. There are 10,000 modern apprenticeship places. There are 235,000 tertiary education places. There are over 100,000 training opportunities places. There are 10,000 youth guarantee and trades academy places. Labor insists on saying that modern apprenticeships, which is a fraction of the total training opportunities, are the only opportunities. It's time that member did some work and understood the way the...
Order. That
Speaker.
Grant Robertson.
Is it correct that since December 2008 there has been a 38% reduction in the number of building and construction trainees?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, that may be correct because there's been a lot less building and construction. This member is showing how lazy and ignorant he is on these issues.
Order. No, the question I don't think justified quite that. Question number, a supplementary question, Dr. Megan Woods.
Why has the government wasted the opportunity offered by the Canterbury rebuild to upskill young New Zealanders, given the figures show there's been a 43% decline in the number of building and construction trainees in Canterbury since they took office?
The Honourable Billing.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the member is using specious figures related to the fact that there was an earthquake in Christchurch, so there was no construction jobs in Christchurch, so you couldn't train people on the job in Christchurch. So on Planet Labour, not only was there no recession, there was no earthquake.
Point of order. A point of order has been called.
Mr. Speaker, I seek the leave of the House to table statistics from the Tertiary Education Commission that show a drop in the number of modern apprentices since 2009 of 19.3%.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is objection.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Grant Robertson.
I seek leave of the House to table figures from the Tertiary Education Commission that show a 38% drop in the number of building and construction trainees since December 2008.
Leave is sought to table that. Order. This is a point of order. Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is objection.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Grant Robertson.
I seek leave of the House to table information from the Tertiary Education Commission that shows a 37% drop overall in the number of industry trainees under this government.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is objection. Question number 2, Te Aroha Flavel. Order.